everybody, welcome to Simple Art at Home with me, Laura Houston. I'm so excited about today's show because we have a special guest today, my friend and my co-worker. This is Mrs. Seong Kyeong Kim, and she is the Korean curriculum specialist who works with me in our office, and she also was the kindergarten teacher at Jefferson Elementary School.
Thank you, Mrs. Houston. 안녕하세요. I'm very honored to be here with you, Mrs. Houston. I'm here to share a little bit about a special holiday in Korea called Chuseok and do a simple art with everyone.
Great, I can't wait. So before we move to the art table, we're going to watch a little movie that we prepared for you that gives you some background information about Chuseok. Let's take a look.
Hello everyone. The story we are going to read today is called Chuseok. Chuseok is a big holiday in Korea. Chuseok is on August 15th on the lunar calendar. It is a holiday to appreciate rich harvest in autumn. On Chuseok, family members and relatives gather together to eat delicious food and have fun. On Chuseok, we eat newly picked fruits and new crops. And we make songpyeon, half-moon-shaped rice cake. And in the picture, you can see the real picture of songpyeon. Korean people perform an ancestral ceremony called 차례 on Chuseok. During 차례, families prepare food and show appreciation to ancestors. And the picture on the bottom shows the ceremony, ancestral ceremony called 차례. And families watch the full moon and make a wish. And you see the full moon in the picture. And let's do some art.
Okay, we hope you learned something new about Chuseok. I know that I did. And are you ready to do some art?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so Mrs. Seong Kyeong Kim is going to be working at the art table and I will be up at the easel. So let's go to the art table.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right. Today we are going to draw a picture of a full moon and persimmon on persimmon branches, as you guys can see on the picture. So this picture will give us some inspiration. So we are going to draw a full moon. In Korea, full moon represents prosperity and luck. And we are going to draw a picture of full moon, big full moon here. And we are going to draw some persimmon branches. All right. Are we ready, Mrs. Houston?
Yes, I'll draw up here. I'll let you show me what to do. So I'll be drawing
all right. So I am going to draw full moon and persimmon branches and persimmons with a pencil first.
Okay.
Okay. So let's draw a full moon here. So I'm going to go in a circular motion several times. And it doesn't have to be perfect. So we go like this.
There you go. And I know the pencil probably doesn't show up very well, but it does. Okay, good.
It does, but I always like to keep it this way.
Or sketching.
Sketching. This way. And we are going to color with crayon or pastel, oil pastel later. So we have full moon here. All right, Mrs. Houston, how are you doing?
I think I'm doing okay. Once I add color, I think you'll be able to see mine a little better.
All right, I like yours.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's draw persimmon branches. So kam is persimmon in Korean. So we are going to, I'm gonna start from the top. Okay. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You know what? I changed my mind. So I'm going to just start from here. And just like the picture, can come down. Okay, and a little thicker on the top. I'm getting narrower. Okay, and let's add another one, thinner than the first one. You guys can keep coming down. All right, and then I'm gonna add another one here. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? And maybe one more here. Okay. Okay. And I'm gonna add twigs, little smaller branches, maybe here. And again, if we make a mistake, it's okay, we can always fix it. And all these small lines, because we're going to paint over with the watercolor that we have, so it's okay, we make small mistakes. You know what, I am going to make this branch go behind.
Oh, that's a good idea, to make a branch go behind to show depth a little bit.
Exactly.
I'll try to do that too.
Okay. And maybe I can add smaller one here.
And whatever the students do, it doesn't have to look exactly like Mrs. Kim's. You can do your own branch however you want. We're just offering, I always say I'm just offering suggestions.
Right. So I brought real persimmon from my house today. I have a persimmon tree, and this is a real persimmon, and it's still September, so it's ripening. It's still early to pick persimmon, but it's getting ready to, for us, for our family to eat. It's getting ripe. So you can see the top part, stem part up here, and it has this round shape. It's
kind of like a stem that's almost shaped like it's almost shaped like a flower, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay.
And normally it'll become a nice orange color, right?
Yes.
A very nice orange. Okay, let's draw some persimmons.
Okay.
How many should we put on the branches?
Around 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
All right.
And mostly it's just circles, right?
Right.
And if we want, we can draw a little stem.
Mm-hmm. This part's a round shape. I am going to, again, just play around. And then add stem part here. Just did. You guys can do 4 stem. 4.
And the persimmons can be different sizes?
Yes. There are 2 different kinds of persimmons in Korea. The one that I brought is called sweet persimmon, called dangam. Dan means sweet. Mm-hmm. And there's another kind that's a little oval shape, little longer. And that one, it has to, people have to wait until it's really soft. Yeah.
Oh, that's
good.
So
you can see the round persimmon, and you guys can see the stem part on the top. And we are going to add leaves later. Okay. So let's draw some more persimmon. And Mrs. Houston, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good over here. I don't know if you can see. It's hard right now. You'll be able to see it better once I start painting, but I'm just...
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm just adding them on here, and I think I want to add leaves pretty soon too, to make my tree branch a little more interesting.
like that.
So I'm going to start adding some leaves.
And you're fast. Okay, I'm gonna add right here. 2. Okay. Scholars, as you guys can see, both Mrs. Houston and I, we are getting, idea from the same picture, but our drawing can definitely look different, and that's okay, right?
That's exactly right.
Okay, so I'm gonna add more, and let's add some leaves so you guys can see leaves. Maybe I can show you guys how to draw leaves. I didn't get a chance to show you guys how to draw persimmon. Sorry, so let me show you. So I'm gonna draw a circle, and maybe some part the top like idea. This. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
This is persimmon, and let me show you how I can draw a leaf. So almond shape.
Oh yeah, an almond shape.
Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Almond shaped leaf, and then center part, and then little lines.
Perfect.
Okay, let me show you up close. All right. Yeah. So I'm going to add leaves here. All right.
And I think just to think into the future, we're also going to be writing Happy Chuseok on our artwork. So think about, saving some space either at the bottom or at the top somewhere to do some writing.
Yes.
So just to keep that in mind.
Thank you, Mrs. Houston. Right. And I'm going to add some leaves here. And I always like how Mrs. Houston's drawing is always bigger, and love it. Yeah, love your leaves and persimmons.
I kind of just sketched quickly, and I think that I'll be more careful when I paint. I just did a quick sketch with pencil.
Okay, and I'm going to add a little bit more leaves here. And scholars, when we paint, I might just add more leaves or persimmons or branches. That can happen too. So again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Add a little more here. And this persimmon branches that you guys see, it doesn't have a lot of leaves because in fall leaves start to fall off, and as fruits ripe. So that's why it doesn't, as you guys can see, it doesn't have a lot of leaves on the branches. Okay, I'm gonna add just a few more. Thank you for being patient, Mrs. Houston. All right.
Of course.
And maybe right here again. Okay. All right. I think I'm ready to color.
Okay.
It's ready? Okay.
And since I know we're going to be using pastels and paint. However, students can use whatever they want to add color.
Absolutely.
They might use crayons or marking pens.
We are going to use oil pastel and watercolor. In Korea, traditionally, people use calligraphy ink to paint as well. But for today's art, we are going to use black watercolor paint. In the past, they used a little ink block and added water to make black ink. So I brought calligraphy ink to show you guys, and also they use calligraphy brush to draw a picture.
And I noticed you brought some paper too.
As well, yes. And this paper is calligraphy paper. As you guys can see, I drew a leaf and wrote a word namunip, leaf in Korean, and this is my name. So this is a special paper, a little thinner than the regular paper that we can find. But again, we are going to use what we have. We're using regular art paper. All right, I'm ready to color. So let's use, this color is called chrome yellow.
Yes.
You guys can use
we also have lemon yellow. Were we going to use the lighter lemon yellow for most of the moon first?
Yes, we can do that. Okay. So we can circular motion. I am going to go in a circular motion over and over and fill it in. Okay. And almost done. And again, it has some white space. We can always go back and fill it in. Okay, and I have my full moon here.
Okay.
All right. How are you doing, Mrs. Houston?
I think I'm doing okay. I've just about filled it in. I'm trying to leave a lighter center. And since we're using pastels, I'm going to rub my fingers over it just a little bit.
That's a great idea.
I think I might darken the outer rim with my other yellow here.
All right, I will do the same thing. All right, and then I got darker shades of yellow called chrome yellow. I'm going to outline the edge. And again,
it almost makes a moon glow that way.
Right?
A little moon glow.
Yes, it has that effect. Okay. And again, see? Okay.
And again, the full moon is the main symbol, right? Connected with Chuseok?
Chuseok.
Yeah.
And full moon is very special to people in Korea. They, go out to see the full moon together as a family and make a wish. And I am going to add some craters.
Oh yeah.
Again.
Craters are landforms, right? On the moon, they're
You're correct, Mrs. Houston.
bowl-shaped landforms. I'm gonna do those too, but just very subtly. I don't want them to take away from the picture. There. You can kind of see craters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I think my moon is about ready. I'm going to move on to my branches and persimmons. All right, scholars, now let's paint some persimmons. So I am going to use my watercolor. First, let's use orange. I'm gonna mix with my yellow here. So, and I'm going a little faster, scholars, but you guys can definitely pause the video as you guys work on, start coloring. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna add more water. Okay. Mrs. Houston, have you tried persimmons before?
I've actually tried a persimmon cookie.
Ooh.
There's a recipe that my mother gave to me
that sounds really
one time,
good.
and it was good.
Sounds delicious. I haven't tried that one.
I'm going to add a little bit of red and a little bit of yellow to my to my persimmons, just to add interest to the color.
Yes, it's a great idea.
They do become a very bright orange.
Correct. Just like the one in the picture. Okay. And now I am going to color my leaves. And since it is fall and leaves are falling off, I'm going to add some yellow or maybe use brown color, okay, to color the leaves. Okay.
And you can add leaves wherever you feel like a leaf should go. There's no wrong place to add a leaf. You can even overlap the leaf if it's going over a branch.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna add some here and there. And some leaves are still green.
And it's okay if your watercolors run in together, because that's what watercolors are supposed to do. Sometimes they, since it's wet, the colors will run together, and that's okay. I think it looks pretty when that happens.
All right. Add some here too. Okay. Mrs. Houston, I'm ready to color the branches.
Okay.
So I'm going to use the black color to have this calligraphy feel to my drawing.
Did you want to share the original idea that you were thinking of with traditional Korean art?
So this is one of the very famous drawing by a Korean artist in the past. His name is Kim Hong-do, and you guys can see he used calligraphy brush to outline and use very light color. And this is another picture. Okay. This picture is more of modern Korean traditional art. So again, I'm using calligraphy ink and brush to draw, but added more color. Yeah. Okay, so let's draw our branches. So I'm going to come down. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect colors. Okay, so
And when I paint my branch, I'm trying to make it a little bit wavy on the edge, because that's what real bark on it. If you think of bark on a tree, that outer surface, it's not perfectly smooth. Sometimes it has little knobby areas. And when you get to the end of your branch, you can just barely touch it with the paintbrush so it becomes thinner. And if you want it to be wider, you press down harder with the paintbrush.
Thank you. Great idea. So I'm going to go a little wavy, right? And maybe finish the thickest one in the middle first. Okay. Alrighty. And then Okay.
How is mine starting to look, Mrs. Kim? Is it?
I
Can you start
love
to kind of
yours.
see what I'm doing?
Yes.
I'm trying hard since I'm on a vertical surface. I'm trying not to let the paint, run down.
Run down. Great job. And I love how your idea, going a little wavy to show the texture of a tree.
It makes it look a little more realistic.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Okay. All right, scholars, how are you guys doing? All right, again, it doesn't have to be perfect. I can always go back and add more strokes. Okay. And now, scholars would like to add some words here. We can say Happy Chuseok. How does that sound, Mrs. Houston?
I think that's perfect.
All right. So
will you teach me? Because I don't know how to write it. With Hangul letters.
Yes. So I will teach you. Let's write in English first. Let's write Happy Chuseok first.
Okay.
And I will teach you how to write Chuseok in Korean. Okay. So I am going to write happy. And Chuseok, CHUSEOK. And I'm going to add exclamation mark. Okay, I always like to add a smiley face. You guys don't have to. And let's write the word Chuseok. All right, so Korean. Okay, Chuseok. The word Chuseok has two syllable blocks. Okay, so syllable, we are going to write syllable chu first.
Okay.
So the letter that makes ch sound is called chi. So this line across, little line on the top. Okay, and the second line goes a little longer than the first. Okay. Okay, and then slant down. Okay, and slant down. And then we are going to write, okay, I'm going to move. We're going to write the vowel u. So ch, u. So vowel u all the way across. And right in the middle, we're going to come straight down.
Oh, right in the middle. Okay.
Yes. So the letter ch and u come together and make chu.
Chu.
Chu. Okay. So consonant and vowel. So unlike English word, going from left to right, for syllable, we are stacking either consonant, initial consonant and a vowel side by side, sorry. And in this case, we are putting consonant first, and on the bottom, we're putting vowel.
Okay.
Okay, chu and sok. Let's write the words, let's write the syllable sok. So first one is s. So again, very close to ch.
Okay.
Slant down. Then from the middle, slant down again. So this letter makes s sound, just like S. And then vowel across. And then from top to bottom, straight down. Good job, Mrs. Houston. And then we're going to write.
I'm trying my best.
Yes, love it. And final consonant, 기역, 윽, that makes 윽 sound. So across and down. Mrs. Houston, fabulous. I love your work.
Thank you. This is This is new to me.
Yeah, I love your little
I'm
heart.
learning. I'm learning. Thank you. Thanks for teaching me.
All right. I'm moved too fast. Sorry. Okay.
That's okay. So now you get to
And
write it.
I get to write 추석 one more time. 추 and second syllable 석. Okay. 추석. Word 추석.
Okay.
All right.
That's great.
Good job, everyone.
Would you like to join me back up at the easel?
Yes.
Mrs.
You're
Kim?
right there.
Okay, come on, stand next to me and show your artwork. It's okay if we cover mine. So you can see us good. Okay, so thank you so much for being my special guest today on Simple Art at Home, and thank you for teaching me about Chuseok. I love learning about different cultures and just learning how to write. So this has been wonderful.
My pleasure, Mrs. Houston. Thank you for inviting me, and I had so much fun doing Chuseok art with you and everyone.
Okay, so everybody, what should we say? Happy Chuseok?
Let's say Happy Chuseok.
Yeah, happy Chuseok.
Happy 추석! 즐거운 추석 되세요!
We'll see you next time. Oh, before you go, if you send us pictures of your artwork, I keep my email there on the bottom corner of the screen. So if you send us some pictures, we might show your art on the next episode. Okay, so we'll see you next time.
See you
Bye-bye.
next time. Bye!
See you next time.